Why, hello and welcome everybody, and also good afternoon. Hey everybody, it's your best friend, Pete, part-time exile. I just wanted to go over the build that I did for my league starter in 3.24 Necropolis League. It's technically not a Pohx build because we're an Elementalist. And therefore, because Pohx doesn't have a Elementalist build guide, it is not a Pohx build. Right? Isn't that how it works? Oh, that's funny, I'm dying. I unequipped a lot of things. Let's put some things back on. Okay, there we go. Technically, now we are a Rux's Fire build because we have life regen and 90% fire res. So the reason why an Elementalist is able to do become a Righteous Fire character is because of the Golem nodes on the Ascendancy. Each Golem provides a different buff. So as you can see here, Chaos Golem is Fizz reduction. Flame Golem is fire or increased damage. Lightning Golem increased attack and cast speed, so you can just shield charge faster. And the one that makes it all possible is Stone Golem because of the life regeneration per second. And all these get affected with the ascendancies because you have increased buff effect on these. And according to our little character sheet, we have 90% Fizz reduction and 1400 life regeneration per second. And because of this ascendancy, they're immune to elemental damage. But they do get wrecked by physical damage. That's the only downside that I found. Let's see. We're using 2 pseudo 5 links on the gloves and helmet. You get them by using an Essence of Horror and Essence of Delirium. And you just equip your Righteous Fire and or Fire Trap to each of these pseudo 5 links. We're using Utula's Hunger. It provides a massive amount of life, flat amount of life, if there are no life modifiers on other equipped items. So these are all considered equipped items in the inventory. None of these have life on it, as you can tell. If we put on a life item, geez, I don't even know if I should have something somewhere. It's embarrassing. How do I not have something prepared? Dude, there we go. Jesus. Okay, we have 5761 or 6209. Put it on. We lose half, roughly. Okay, about 2000-ish life. It's crazy. So this provides a lot of life. So the items themselves, I found this on the ground. Actually, no, I didn't. I used an essence on it to get fire damage, and this is what happened. Yeah, that's what it was. And then just again use the essence of delirium on the gloves, and this is what happened. I used an essence of horror, and this is what happened. Using a Sappho's frame because Rise of the Phoenix has a life modifier on it, so we can't use it. Otherwise, as you saw, we lose 2000 life. But Sappho's frame is just as good. Can't block attack damage, but because we have 90% 90% fizz reduction, it's just not terrible. And it gives 4 to all elemental, or 4 to all maximum resistances. We're using Legacy of Fury. Very important item if you want your clear speed to be a bit better. Think about this on day 3 or 4 for, I think it was between 13 and 15 chaos. So my clear speed went from like a 6 or a 7 to like an 8 or a 9 for a league starter. Before I would, without Legacy of Fury, I'll go to a pack, shield charge to a pack, throw a fire trap, and run away. And if it was a harder pack, I would shield charge, throw a fire trap, and use Infernal Cry. With Legacy of Fury, as I'll showcase later on in that Minotaur map, you just shield charge, maybe use a fire trap here and there, and once in a while use Infernal Cry when you come across like a hard rare enemy. or our magic pack. Just decided to use a columns binding because I didn't want to bother crafting, and getting 500 armor was decent enough. And I'm not too sure how this nearby enemies convert 25% of physical damage to fire technically works, but I think because we have 90 fire res, it should help some amount with physical damage. If for some reason you didn't want to use an essence of was it delirium or essence of horror, which provides 30% more elemental damage, and a delirium is 30% more damage over time. And just FYI, this is Rise of the Phoenix. Can't use it because it gives, as you see, that life mod, regenerate 100 life per second. That's a life mod. So we can't use that because of that mod. If for some reason, again, you don't want to use an Essence of Horror on the helmet, you can get an Elder helmet like I have here. And I think I bought this for 10 to 15 chaos on like day 3 or 4 also. Maybe day 5, I don't know. But it tremendously, again, it turns Righteous Fire or Fire Trap into a 6-link. What you can do is get an Elder helmet yourself and alt spam it, alteration spam, to get the desired mod you want, which is either, again, burning damage or concentrated effect. So we just alteration. There we go, we got concentrated effects. However, because there's a life mod on it, we wouldn't be able to use it because of Utula's Hunger. But if you're using just a random Chieftain, Inquisitor, Juggernaut build, this would be really good. 120 life regen, wow, that's crazy. Let's regal it. Last duration. I think that actually provides damage also. So this would actually, I think, yeah, if I believe less duration gives 10 to 20% damage or something. Last duration. Oh my god. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's 10% more damage. Wow. So this would be a good for Rich's Fire. There you go. Just crafted a helmet. Easy peasy. Cost me, what? One transmute, 10 orb of alterations, and 1 regal orb. Right there, perfect. 30 chaos. Day 2. Okay. So because we're an Elementalist, we have Mastermind of Discord, which provides minus 25% to the affected resistance. Exposure, I should say. In the beginning, I was using Wave of Conviction, I believe. And it was such a humbug to show charge to a pack, press Wave of Conviction, Fire Trap, Inferno Cry. Yeah, it was too much of a hassle. So I bought a jewel, not that one. I crafted that one. Where is it? Bought this one. Or this one. No. Yeah, it was this one. It's terrible, but it has Master of Fire. All you want is Master of Fire on a jewel, on a cluster jewel. I think I got this for maybe 3 to 5 chaos also. It's very cheap. You just need to get Master of Fire. It's very important. According to PoB, this is a 35% damage multiplier. It is actually just a support gem damage wise. So when I was doing this, or prior to doing this recording, I realized that I didn't have, you see, I have 3 points unallocated because I'm level 94. I unspec 2 points because I believe level 92 is the perfect like gateway level, in my opinion. A lot of the builds I did in the past, once you reach level 92, it's good. You don't need any more points. However, when I was imported this character to the PoB, sorry, a little raspy here. If you look on the top, it says I'm level 94. I imported everything. I looked, I'm like, it says level 91. I'm like, wait, that's crazy, because I've never had PoB to tell me something incorrect. I'm sure there was a time, but I don't remember there being a time where I got something not correct. So I was looking for like a minute. I was looking back and forth, like, where's the missing point? I don't see it. Come to find out, I guess since we're here, Righteous Fire does 320,000 damage, and Fire Trap does about 560,000 damage. That's with Convergence. Convergence comes from the Elementalist Heart of Destruction, where if you hit a unique enemy, you get Convergence, which is 30% more elemental damage. But anyway, going back to the story, I checked, I went /passives, and I come to find out I was missing one. It was this one, the Master of a Million Faces. I actually did the quest, but I forgot to grab it from Aramir. That's when you kill Ralakish, I believe. Yeah, I was like, how did I, like, I never, every single playthrough I do, from what I remember, I always, right before I when I kill Kitavo, I check my passives. And I guess I just missed it this time. So I was missing 1 point this entire time, which is funny. So I'm just going to click this. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I mean, it's 20% increased damage over time, which helps, I guess. But yeah, a lot of these items were found on the ground or just crafted myself. I think this was raw crafted. I threw an essence on this, the fire essence, and this is what happened. I found this on the ground. Again, I crafted both of these with the essences. Bought this, the Utula's Hunger, for between 3 and 5 chaos. I 5-linked it when I had 150 fusings. Got this for 1 alchemy orb. I bought this for maybe 5 chaos, maybe a little bit less. And Sappho's Frame about between 3 and 5 chaos. And this Legacy of Fury for between 13 and 15 chaos. And this again between 3 and 5 chaos. So all in all, let's see, everything should cost about 30 to 50 chaos, depending on market, what everyone wants to play. But as you can see in my inventory, as I was finishing the character, like on day 7, day 8, I decided to get a Stormshroud. I think I bought this for 2 or 3 divines, and I wanted to get rid of Purity of Elements and use Malevolence instead, as that's a 20% damage increase. And then I bought this because I wanted to do, so I did Maven and Uber Elder with this setup, which was the Stormshroud, Malevolence, and this helmet. So yeah, I did all the Watchstones with this character, I think by like day 7 or something. It was fun. This is the first time I played Righteous Fire as a League starter, actually in general. Yeah, super comfortable build. I would highly recommend it. Again, not technically a Pohx build. Again, this is Elementalist. So as you can see, I went to a Minotaur map earlier. I was just testing out recording settings and whatnot. And yeah, we'll do another Minotaur. Doing Minotaur is probably the worst one, or is a pretty bad one, because I'm assuming he does physical damage, and the golems are immune to elemental damage, not physical damage. But it's okay. We'll do a quick one. No, let's get all these down because they're annoying. Sure. But yeah, we don't do too much damage on this character. Yes, Shaper. You tell me. So again, well, boom. Look at this. Look at this. Look how nice this feels. You literally just show charge in a pack. Okay, that was a... Oh, let's not die to that. So if we come across something that's difficult, boom. Just use the Inferno Cry and it should die. Just run through if something's difficult, not dying. You can throw a Fire Trap. Doesn't matter. And look how nice this and smooth it is. This is with Legacy. Without Legacy of Fury, oh, this will take probably twice as long, because you have to stop at each pack and yeah, can't apply Scorch. See, something like this, boom, dead. But yeah, I want to be a little special snowflake and not play a Righteous Fire on an Inquisitor or Chieftain. So I just like, you know what? I'm gonna play it on an Elementalist. It's probably, in my opinion, it's probably worse than both of those. I think you get a little bit more damage, but survivability wise, it's definitely much less than the other two. Because you have to rely on your golems. And if they die, as you see, look at this guy. He's dead. And my damage is like probably 1/4, or it's a little bit less. But after 4, is that a, no, okay. But after 4 seconds, after they die, they get revived. But 4 seconds is a long time. Like, look at this guy, he's dying. What, you know, that's the only bad thing about this build is the reliance on golems. Like, if you didn't have, that wasn't a problem, this build would be so much better. So in order to get convergence, okay, this guy is being a little doodoo boy. Let's just spam traps until he comes to me. All right, forget it. Let's go. Okay, never mind. Let's go. So in order to get convergence, you have to shield charge until that comes up, which I don't see it coming. There we go. Convergence on the top right. We're doing 30% more elemental damage, and I got 1 shot. Okay, that's embarrassing. Again, as I said, this is probably the worst one to do. Minotaur on this character. Let's not get hit, please. Oh my god. How did I get hit? I do face tank some things because, okay, well, not that. But yeah. It is, again, just get convergence when it comes off cooldown. Then we get out of his way because he's very strong. He's a strong boy. Here, just again, get convergence. Give him some covered in ash with Infernal Cry. I don't think he can one-shot with the hit, but he does a lot of damage if he comes up. As you saw, he one-shot me. So I'm just waiting for him to come again. Just waiting for my... There he goes. Boom. He's gonna die soon, I promise. Again, because we don't do 1,000,000 damage, this is taking a little bit longer than usual. I think 1,000,000 damage is what you want when you're doing these, when you do Guardians. You probably want about 1,000,000 damage. Otherwise, it just feels bad. Let's take a quick look at the PoB real fast. So, again, we saw the damage numbers. It's not, I guess we can use one more skill point. There we go. Boom. 586. 335. Wow. Again, not a Pohx build. So, pretty much we started here. We zoomed up, went to breath. If you do start this character, you want to get to a fire mastery as soon as possible. So went to Breath of Flames, grabbed the Fire Mastery, Regeneration, and then on all our gear through the campaign axe, just get Fire Resistance. Oh, you want to cap resistances, obviously, but yeah, you want to get Fire Resistance to get some regeneration. And then again, as soon as I turned, I don't know what level it was, but as soon as you get Richest Fire in Act 2, I equipped it and started going. And then I got Firewalker as it provides 15 fire res. I used Vitality. And then I went here to grab Acrimonies and then the 10% less damage taken from damage over time. Again, another important. And then I went here to get the Fire Resistance, Holy Fire, as it fights 24% and damage. And then pretty much just all the way down here to get max fire res, barbarism, equip purative elements, an Act 3. Yeah, equipped purative elements. Sorry, I had my speakers on and it was making some noise. And went all the way down here to get prismatic skin, unwavering stance, very important. If you can find a way to not get stunned on an item, or yeah, use it. Otherwise, you need unwavering stance, very important. Sword of Steel, and got more reservation efficiency. And because unfortunately you can't use, or you could, but I don't use Call to Arms equipped to Inferno Cry. I don't want it going off every single moment. I want to do it when I can do it on my own time. But yeah. Again, the character is very easy to build. Pohx goes, if you want an in-depth guide, Pohx goes into it. It scales, this character scales very similarly to those other characters. It does a little bit more damage, but has less survivability because you rely on golems. And if a golem dies, let's say your stone golem dies, well, you're gonna die. You have less regeneration. It's just, wow. Okay, I still have 900 regen, but you get what I mean. If something dies, you have less survivability. I thought I was gonna be having less regeneration rate. That's funny. Again, a fun build. I would play Righteous Fire again as a league starter. I would not personally. I don't want to play this as an endgame character. Just a little bit too boring. It's very easy to level. I got to level 94. I barely died while mapping. I even did Maven, and I hate that boss so much, so much. But yeah, again, if you don't have, if you want, you can use Essence of Dinner. These are usually between 5 and 10 chaos on league start, maybe day 3. These are between 5 and 10 chaos. If not, you can farm them yourself. Get an Elder Helmet. Again, I showed just using alteration spam. Unfortunately, this is what I got. This would actually be really good on league start. But yeah, not as good as Pohx, but good enough. If you enjoyed, have fun. Take care. Have wonderful. I've been learning Russian. I have wonderful disappointments and great highs. Take care. Have fun. You're the best.